music out there. Who's to care? Not even any wind. Where did she go? With all the deep cuts with her. Where are the deep cuts? When she left behind, lost on the airwaves, the ones we just can't find. Anywhere.
The churches still exist, with their steeple-like antennas receiving signals from subtle vibrations. Below on the pavement, humans walk the earth in their mortal shells, embracing their emotional rumblings within their finite mortal scope.
Albescent first night. Adela had expired. A soft feeling followed me as I let go of her hand and wrist, then turning and leaving the room, turning my head the last one out. I followed Lita to the car if I had scored this night in a previous dream. A reuse of reality mixed with an otherworldly feeling of some other attachment of which I never felt before. The night was late and it felt even darker. A life had passed away, my own. Hers was soaring and floating in mine a dismal void. The street lamps approached and receded. How quick they glowed and receded with souls attached as I lay in the car, receding in an instant with the dark backdrop returned. We arrived at the cottage house and I entered with the dogs unusually still. I needed a glass of red wine before I retired. The house was starting to close in on me as I approached the small bedroom through the Gothic archway. I fell head down and wailed. I felt rigid as a board. The overbearing feeling of isolation overwhelmed my fragile torso. I needed to drink a little more to dull the pain. She would no longer be with me here, but later I would feel her subtle vibrations in different ways. On later evenings, I began to lie on her side, to feel how she feels, to live her side. I felt isolated on my own left side of the bed. If she could have her way, she would have loved to sleep in the middle, all sprawled out, which she would do if I retired late or died earlier than her. The blind Chihuahua Bambina would stand up looking toward the French doors, awaiting her presence. I would try to tuck her near to me to no avail. Between the wine and the overwhelming stress and release of Adela's spirit of that first night, I finally fell asleep. Little do I remember of dreams that first night.
The family stem bore a white rose among the red. From the red thicket thorns appeared prickling all those who came near. All those who were thorn-touched bled. One day with a shear, this white rose was cut. This rose soon became part of the church red-petal burial bouquet, later to wither and be blown to scatter, where all who touched it will eventually wither as well. Piece all the petals together now. Oh, how can it be configurated and encapsulated in such a narrow space between my hemispheres? With the brain stem severed, the heart without refuge, the petals scattered.